What's going on, Skill Army? Mr. Skillman, back to you again. Hey, just wanted to come in here and get something off like I always do. It's been outstanding. Like, it's just, security has just been heightened. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. One thing I want to talk about is, sometimes when you got that ball rolling, that ball sometimes, when it's rolling, it can get out of control. Like, the snowball effect can be so real sometimes. You gotta really slow down. You can't necessarily. You gotta like so much will come. You might need to just put things in perspective before you pull the trigger on things. You know, it's just things. It gets really exciting, and you don't intentionally want to, but it's easy to cut corners. It's easy to outpace yourself as far as what got you to some of those opportunities in the first place, and whether it been hey, you might have some extra cash on hand, but the reason you got extra cash on hand is because you've been staying down. You haven't been making any large purchases, and you haven't been, you know, out here partying and traveling. You haven't been out here, you know, taking on new ventures and stuff like that. And, you have the money to decide that you want to start another business, or you want to invest in some other things that's going to give you more money down the road. So you got to apply the range. You got to pump your brakes sometime and just put things in perspective. Like get the things that are on your plate right now to get done. Get it done. Like if you're going to spend any money, spend money on or invest in the things that you already invested in and you got rolling. You need to get finished and in order to transition into the new seasons and the next levels. Like, continue to build it one post at a time. You know what I'm saying? Don't get ahead of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't abandon one thing that is not going to. Don't abandon the thing that is getting you to the ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? Don't abandon that shit. It's kind of like, people say they get in situations and relationships and people try to change them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we don't want any situations like that. Nothing gonna change the course of the plan that we got going on, and just gonna stay down. As a matter of fact, we're gonna give ourselves a self audit here at the end of the month and just really reflect and put things in perspective and prioritize, even then, like, the things that need to be redirected or cut off and things like that. So, also want to talk about, just something in general that I picked up while I was at the flea market. I like to go to the flea market. First of all, it's like the perfect thing on the weekend. Somebody like myself who like to stay active and kind of fit, getting steps in. I step a lot, so on every other Sunday or something, just depending on how the weather is and how I feel. And I like to eyeball, tools and stuff like that. So, but I picked up this poster right here. I like to keep things. I believe that, when you have to surround yourself with your hobbies, and you have to surround yourself with, things that keep you, happy and motivated and I think just we absorb the things around you. Like I like vibration. Clearly, you see, I got the instruments and stuff. I'm not a musician at all. I got some music books. I'm learning. This is a bucket list thing for me. Like a guitar is my favorite instrument, and I love how it sounds. And I might put on paddle at. I customize this as a Predator guitar. I customized that one. I love it. They're more sentimental. That's like my first one. And I love me a good guitar. I don't care what genre of music barely it is. If it's a dope guitar in it, I like it. I like the guitars. So, but a place that creates peace and motivation and helps you remember the path that you're on, and helps you highlight certain characteristics. I don't know if you stole the background. This is my little, I consider myself a man of true masculinity and graded by whatever radar you want to, but that's what I'm striving to be. And I believe in, I'm not rich by any standard. I ain't whatever. I've learned a lot. I think I've had to mature in my own money management and progress like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I've become become way more conservative in many things, and I'm out here trying to get it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to do my own thing, unbothered, stay out of trouble. I want all green. I want everything in the green, everything in the positive that I can manage to the best of my degree and with resources and whatever. Like, I go out my way to make and be with amongst a lot of friends. I like edification. I just want to be. I want to be here longer, like everybody else, and I want to be what most people deem, or at least for me, successful. Everything in the green. That's all I want. Everything might not even always be on the green, and bad things don't happen, but for the most part, I want green to green, good to go. So, but anyway, getting off track. I got this poster here from the flea market. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was pretty dope. It says the Success Nutrition Facts. And I walked by this shit. And I think there's like a Haitian family out there selling that shit out of a U-Haul. It had 3 of them. And I thought that was the dopest one. I was like, well, I don't even know if that'll fit the studio, but I just had to get it because it just speak to you guys just on an impromptu, like metaphorically, when I get something like this, how I look at it, how I view it, how to apply it, and what I think about it. And I thought it would make a great content. So we're going to get through it. Here we go. So the Success Nutrition Facts. Serving size 24 hours a day. Now, this is something I think is dope. You can talk about that in so many ways. Like listen, this every day. Today was a Sunday. I don't stop to, do things just because it's a Sunday. Especially diving into some of the books I've been doing and just talking to the most successful people. There is no, restrictions of time. Time is the most valuable thing that you can have. So the most effective ways you can use your time to generate whatever, like I said, keeps you in the green. I don't think there should be a limitation. If I want to travel the road at 2 a.m., I will. I just assess the risk. See, check my timetable. I like to be at places early. I like to be up early in the morning. And I don't like a lot of traffic. So I'm fine with driving at night. So I'll get rest. I'll plan for it. I won't be like straight off of fishing, for trip, or I'm getting more older now, and when self-preservation is important, and things you do to have self-preservation is taking appropriate plans. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean that you check the risk. You don't put yourself at risk. You try to make the most seamless plan you can. That's a possibility. I don't see how motherfuckers be so willy-nilly with dumb shit. But anyway, so yeah, 24 hours a day is the serving size, right? Serving per container, 365 days a year. Like I said, this is what we're shooting for. You know what I'm saying? 365 days a year is the limit, like all the day, every day, all day, basically. All right, so amount per serving, okay? The hustle. 100%, right? Amount per serving. You got to give 100% of the hustle. And what is that? To me, a hustle is like when I'm out here hustling. If I have to use the term, listen, I'm hustling. Like I'm getting it. I'm more so. I am hustling. Like I'm getting it. Like I'm hustling. My hustle is like going out and servicing like 17 properties in a day just by myself. That's hustling to me. It's cool. I like what it is, and it gives me good money. It's a great challenge. It's quite enjoyable for me, satisfaction wise, physically, mentally. So hustle 100% of the time, like to this day, until I can't no more. I will hustle. Like as long as it's one of the things I say. As long as if I'm able to buy it, I pray and ask for things and things. Health is wealth. Like saying, I don't think anyone's really that perfect. Health to some degree because your body and always adjust your organisms that react to stimulus. So based on how you stimulate your body in various ways is the reaction that your ass is gonna get. So you know what I mean. So but hustle 100% of the time. That's how we get in over here at Skillman's Post. Shit. Let's see. Focus. Focus. See, for me, focus 100% of the time. Like, it's hard to fucking focus 100% of the time. You know, I'm thinking about doing a bigger video on that, but and staying focused. Just staying focused on the vision. Like, my focus is like through the present into the future. Like, I don't see today. You know, I work for today so I can see tomorrow. Like, something like that. You know, when I see and look over out my property, or I'm looking at the next season. I'm preparing for the next season. You know, as much as I want to put something here, I know I gotta, you know, lay so many yards of dirt or so many yards of rocks over it first before, and whatever. The difference is focus comes. Sometimes so many things fall into your lap, so many opportunities. You gotta dovetail. You gotta, you know, knock out more than one bird with one stone. And like, it's just, you got so other things fall into your focus from different places, different angles, different situations. So you got to spread that 100% around a little bit. You know, you could retain high marks, but you definitely got to spread it around just a little bit. You know what I mean? So, but focus 100% of the time. The focus on the bigger picture overall, and then, you know, you got to prioritize and, you know, just have a plan of action, and not even a in stone plan. You know, you got to have a plan that, you know, kind of goes with the flow to a degree, but has like certain boundaries. So, because, you know, a lot of things happen, and you just have to be more understanding of than prepared. You know, so all right. So let's see here. Persistence, man. 100% of the time. That's how I'm rolling over here at Skillman Post. I'm a very persistent individual. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, I'm a good guy. You know what I mean? You know, I am proud to be on what, you know, the side of good. You know, I really am. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. You know, I'm glad that I'm not a villain. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might call me a villain. I would hope. You know, I'm not the kind of person. I don't think it's cool to. I don't like the energy to think somebody want to be stalking and trying to hurt me. You know, that takes a lot of application too. That takes a lot of hate. That takes a lot of energy that you're applying to someone else. And if you're doing it out of emotion, you're doing it for free, you're doing it some dumb shit, you're an idiot, you're a fool anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that my enterprise, my legacy, my focus, my my hustle, my persistence, and all that shit is more on the good guy side. You know what I mean? Like, so, but persistence, you gotta persist. Like, for me, like I said, when something comes up, you just gotta keep going. Just one post at a time. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. You know, try to set small little goals, and it makes persistence a little bit. I'm very persistent, but you gotta have like calculated persistence as well. Like, you know, and when you regiment things, you just kind of get into a flow. Like, for persistence, is like reading a very large book and still doing this and still saying, "Hey, I'm in this season. I'm a reader. You know, I'm reading my books, still reading every day. I'm getting, man, I don't want to feel some kind of way when I'm talking about this shit that I feel like is great. Because this is, like I said, once again, my little diary, and I think it applies, and people can really relate. Because, like, well, I don't know, special people can relate. That some of us get it in. I think I get it in. On days I don't have to, after the gym and after coffee, I'm still starting my day before most people go into work. I'm usually in the gym by 5:30, 6 at the latest, having coffee on. This is my chill days. Having coffee on by 7:30, and then depending on what I got going on or how far I got to travel and do whatever, I'm just on the grind until, especially this time of year, until dark. And that's either building something, moving something, taking care of friends, family, and responsibilities, just like, you know, most folks, but just on the go, and then still coming back, doing some projects. Like to do a lot of projects. You know, I'm out here homesteading and kind of building a legacy. And the goal is pretty much I like to take on every venture by myself. You know what I mean? I get a lot of, like I can recruit help, and I've gotten some great help when it's time for it. But for the most part, I'm out here up and down on the ladders, hanging shit, digging shit, plumbing, electrical, you name it, excavating, building, all kinds of crazy shit. So, and it's been out fucking standing. It has been one of the most rewarding things I've done in my life. It has been so, um, empowering. Like I almost be feeling weird to just, I can't talk to everybody about this motherfucking shit. I'm sharing it, I guess, with the world and on my little channel when no one's really watching right now. But like I said, this will be here forever, even after I'm gone. And people who really want to dig in, my family, you want to get to find out a little bit about me, it's gonna be in between these videos, especially pretty much from here on out until it's some drastic season. But this is me stepping into the future as I age out. You know what I mean? So, it's just sometimes I feel it's taboo to say, like, just share it, because I know it's others out there and people can relate. But I'm telling you right now, you can be special in your own right and be a monster. Like, when it comes to success, I have to pump your brake. You have to like really sit back and don't lose sight of what's going on. Because when that ball gets to rolling, when the ball get rolling, it don't even really get rolling. It get rolling. Like, it's like compound interest on your own shit, your own self. Then you start seeing the things that you put in, and just you can see right into the future of your shit. It's like you change the entire landscape. You know what I'm saying? You change the entire landscape. Like, it's like the motherfuckers knew, you might want to invest. Like, if I was a small company or something like that, if we was on the market, you might want to cop some shares while we low. You might want to cop some shares while we low. Our motherfucking Q4 earnings report is going to be off the chain. So they're not going to have no choice but to, we might run up, catch a little rally, stock price might go up based on our earnings report. And that'd be dope. That'd be real dope. Gotta keep it on the straight and narrow. Keep it slow. Sometimes you gotta take it slow. Like, so that's what I'm trying to do. So let's see what the next one is. It's probably about discipline. Once again, discipline. Discipline is hard. Like, being disciplined is hard. Like, especially, like I say, when you're fatigued, when you're tired, you have to battle through your own emotional seas and stuff like that to remain disciplined. So discipline is very hard. 100% of the time, we're trying to remain disciplined. I think I'm a very disciplined person. It takes discipline to, even get to a certain level in any type of craftsmanship, and, also discipline of like your routine, discipline of, hey, it goes as simple as this. Like, there's motherfuckers out here who don't bathe. Like, I mean, I guess this is just perspective and opinion too. Who knows? But like, there's people who don't, in my opinion, and one part of halfway taking care of themselves is just washing their ass enough. Like actually like showering and stuff like that. And I guess that could also, there's people out here who don't ever break a sweat barely. Like, once they go off from like their house to their car, whatever, barely. Like, they don't get a sweat. They don't work, they don't move, they don't do no kind of physical movement at all. So, I don't know. But you got to be disciplined. Discipline is, you got to, it kind of encompasses a lot of other things as far as for the nutrition facts, but you got to be disciplined. Discipline is not easy. It takes practice. It takes, some serious application to be disciplined. I think what happened for me when you're disciplined and whatever, discipline it always pays off. Like, whenever you break discipline, even if you break it a little bit, discipline didn't break, you broke. Like discipline always will get you. I mean, that's why they call it martial arts discipline. Certain subject matter for in schools and for scholarly, I guess you can say, in terms, is requires fucking discipline. Somebody can be a fucking total dumbass and have no logic. They'll have a level of discipline that'll make them read them books and take their tests. And, they'll stay for that. And they might be disciplined or something as far as getting schoolwork done, or disciplined even managing their job, but them motherfuckers, laundry room and closet look terrible in the motherfucker. Something like that. They fat as shit. They fat as hell out this motherfucker. So it takes discipline too, eating certain types of ways, even if you have a health condition or taking your medicine or whatever. It takes discipline. All right, what else we got here? Oh, saving your motherfucking money. That takes a lot of discipline. Failure. Success nutrition facts. If you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, we're on failure. And like it says, the amount per serving is 100%. You are going to fail, and a lot of failures just they dial you in. Failure. You don't try to make failure optional. Failure is one thing. Failure means that you tried and you try to do something, and it's okay to fail as long as you applied what you could to the best of your to the best that you could, rationally, mentally, spiritually, physically. You know what I'm saying? Like you might even be financially able to do something but fail at it because you like the physical or the mental or something like that, or you were too emotional because you got involved with some bitch or some retarded motherfucking dude or some Clee Jr. or something. You know what I mean? But discipline. Oh, I'm sorry. Failure. 100% of the time, you're gonna fail. You gotta fail into something and keep it moving. Learn from the mistakes that came from the failure, and use the other nutritional facts to get you the fuck up out of there. Okay? So let's see what here. Risk. I knew this was somewhere on risk. You gotta take risk 100% of the time. That risk, it can be in so many ways: monetary, financially, physically. I take risks if I'm out here working in 100-degree heat instead of trying to maintain a high level of physicality while digging holes or marching, all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I stay hydrated. Gotta wear protective gear. I failed today. Step right into a motherfucker hole. Just thankful and tear shit up. Fell into a hole up to my thigh. So anyway, gotta take risks. No risk, no reward. At the same time, like I said, physically you might be on a ladder. You know what I'm saying? 100-degree heat. Mentally, you might want to, while you're doing your hustle, you might say, hey, get offered something that you think you should take advantage of, as far as a job or opportunity or a challenge, or even then, I was looking at another part of the pole barn out there, and I'm gonna do a whole nother lane. Shit gonna be massive. It's gonna be dope. I'm just gonna be so helpful to the posts, and I'm just enjoying every moment of putting it up, on a budget, but nicely. And I'm not a carpenter. I'm just got the freedom and got some videos, checked out some stuff. I got pretty much any tools I need, and just a little bit of effort, and assume the risk, the assessment, and go after it. So, and then last but not least, patience. And this is probably one of the most nutritious things you can have on this daggone list, because without patience, it will never. It's like the more patience you have, like the longer you can just adopt that sniper in the hot mentality. Just wait to more so take one shot versus a whole bunch of other shots. And if you don't understand where I'm coming from, I did a video called adopting a sniper and a hides mentality and how I applied it to parts of my life and stuff. And that's kind of the same kind of concept that deals with ultimately patience. It might take you longer than you have to crawl to your shoot position. You get to march, you get to walk until you're about 100, 150, maybe 200 meters. Then your last 200 meters to get to where you got to make that shot might be a low call, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And various terrain. You know, you might have to find yourself squeezing off through the ducts early in the building, like before you get to your hideout. Take you a while just to take one shot. Success rate 100. So I'd rather increase my success rate and have some patience. Remember that tortoise will hair ass. Fuck them up. Took him a lot longer, but he got there. He beat him. So just trying to be the tortoise. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, look, I'm not gonna keep y'all on here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to come in, do something a little peaceful. It's probably gonna ramp up and get raw here very soon. But I got some things in the pipeline. I've been grinding so hard, and it has been some very rewarding times. You know, I have to stay out of my feelings, stay out of my emotions. You know, those who love me, I love them back. I think about my family. I think about my friends. I think about folks throughout. You know, whether they say, they kind of got weird ass relationships, and I think that they are still on a lesser plane or haven't been informed, educated, and or maybe even, how can I say it, comparatively, they're just outside of whatever they've gone through, but just mentally, I think just overall, you're just keeping it real. You're just in a better position, and in a better position because you're choosing to be the tortoise and they're choosing to be the hare in all levels, in all capacities, and so to say, nobody's perfect, but just some of the decisions you've adopted and some of the things that they may have frowned on, or they may be against, or that if they applied it, even though you've been where they've been, and you could tell, like, here comes a situation where you talk to your people, and y'all grew up together, y'all was doing certain things together, and you might say, while they was out doing things, hey, y'all gonna come around for a minute, I'm gonna take this class, and this and that, and I'm gonna try to do this, or when you went down for a couple of years or whatever, and I really went out after whatever and came back, and let's say you leveled up 20,000 more annually, and now your peers, now it's a little different at the barbecue, and everybody chipping in and whatever, and they recognize that, and they say, hey, what's going on, and blah blah blah. And they say, you remember that book that I gave you that you didn't read? Well, I read it, and I did a couple things, exercises that they had in the little side of the book. Not all of them, but a couple that I felt they applied that was recommended to me, whatever. And I tried that shit, and turned out pretty dope. So it'd be like that. But anyway, like I said, I just want to come up in here and get something off like I always do. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Once again, like I said, in the booth, got a lot of things coming, guys. I am grateful and appreciative of everyone who supports my channel. If you ever listen to it, or if you don't, it has been pretty cool. And can't wait to ramp it up and start doing even more things with it. And life is good. So until next time.